thank you for making me laugh last night. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to watch some film.
So one of the things is that you really never know if you're going to have chemistry with people. Like I've seen movies where it doesn't happen, but the four of you clearly were having a great time making this movie, and it's abundantly clear on screen. Can you sort of talk about when you realized, oh, this is working?
Oh, well, Rel and I came with kind of a built-in chemistry because we've worked together before. We're both stand-ups. We've been in that world together. And Meredith and I believe, shared an agent. And so before we shot, she sent me a DM and was like, hey, I'm Meredith. We're going to be in this movie together. And it was like, oh, our agent just told me about you. So, we kind of came in with the like, hey, girl, hey. I think John was the only one that I was like, didn't know what to expect. I mean, I obviously knew who he was. And then when we met, he was just so gracious and so easy and chill and funny. And so it just kind of organically happened. And you pray for casts like that, where, it just is easy.
One of the things that I enjoy about the film is that it balances the absolute crazy with like people that have heart. It has that good line. Can you sort of talk about that aspect?
Oh, that was actually what drew me to the film. It was just the humor and the heart, especially when I got to the end of the script, and I was like, "Oh, they meant well." Okay, you can find the redemptive quality in the crazy zany couple that is Ron and Kyla, and I think that for me was just like, we need more feel good stories. We need more laughter for sure. But we need more like, oh, this is good. It makes you feel good on the inside. Whatever that like Haagen-Dazs ice cream moment is, that's what that was.
What is it really like filming a montage where you're going around from bar to bar, drinking and partying? Because it's like a minute of screen time or 2 minutes of screen time, but it's definitely way more than a minute or two of filming.
Yeah, it's as crazy as you can imagine. It was full days in Puerto Rican bars. Set up here, move here. And it was just like, hey, more shots. Okay. Oh, more shots. Okay. It's zany and ridiculous and crazy. And I think we also did like the boxing sequence also in that span. So late nights.
I can't even imagine that. One of the things that's unique about this film is that you shot for like 2 weeks and then the world completely shuts down and you have like months to go before you're filming again. What was that like for you to wrap and then be like, are we ever going to finish this movie?
Yeah, no, it was crazy. We found out because, we were in a bubble almost. Like COVID was like, yeah, like in the back when no one was watching the news. I think the NBA shut down while we were in Puerto Rico. And I think that's when Lil Rel looked up and was like, the NBA shut down. Oh, this thing is real. It's like, wait, what is, the sports has completely stopped. Oh yeah, there is a pandemic on our hands. And then we found out we were shut down while we were in the air going from Puerto Rico back to Atlanta. And, all of us were trying to like reroute ourselves back home. And then, we didn't pick back up until September. So that first week back on set was just like, so what do we shoot? Like, what is our motivation? What is this movie? We're trying to like figure it out again, but we found our groove not too long after.
I love learning about the behind the scenes of making the movies. Besides the COVID shutdown, what else do you think might like surprise people to learn about the making of this?
Oh man. We had a first time director who I think crushed it. And it's not easy being a first time director. It's also not easy being a first time director in the middle of a global pandemic when you have cast members that you have to like manage expectations that are afraid. And, Meredith had a whole baby. She got pregnant on us. So when we were shooting in Puerto Rico, she was as slim and tiny as can be. And then back in September, we were like, she's 7 months pregnant. How are we going to make this work? And they did, and it was very interesting. So there's a lot going to happen in the global pandemic.
100%. I got to stop there. I'm just going to say congrats, and I hope it's a huge hit for you guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.